You would not believe the rumors I've heard today, guys. Welcome to the first episode of WGS-TV Talks. Hey YouTube, are you ready for your hot tag? Because VR is definitely time to warp.
Hi, this is TNA Impact Wrestling Superstar Rockstar Spud, and you're watching WGS-TV at www.youtube.com/WrestleGamer.
What's up, guys? I'm the WrestleGamer. Welcome back to another episode of WGS-TV, and welcome to WGS-TV Talks. This is going to be a completely unscripted, candid views of mine on various different topics. And I hope to release these videos whenever I don't have a review video, like on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact. Yes, I said Impact, even though I haven't reviewed Impact here on YouTube in technically 4 years. I would like to get back to it. But yeah, basically on days where I don't have a review video planned to go out on that day, I would like to release videos like this, giving you guys my candid thoughts on certain things. And watching JD from NYT06's video earlier today, he discussed something about the whole situation with Asuka and Rhonda Rousey, and it just kind of left me feeling sick to my stomach. Why? Let's talk about it. Now, ever since Rhonda Rousey made her debut of sorts at the Royal Rumble, she's been a hot topic. No, there's no denying it. Former UFC bantamweight champion. She made a name for herself in the world of mixed martial arts. I will not deny that. I will not take that away. But we're not in MMA, are we? We're not talking MMA. WWE is not in mixed martial arts. Even though to some extent Impact Wrestling is trying to, do a cheap rendition of it with the Impact Brand Championship, but I'll save that for another video. What's unique about Asuka? Other than the fact that she's extremely hot, and yes, I've said that many a times on WGS-TV reviews, that I'm in love with Asuka. I mean, look at her. She's hot. How can you not think that? And not only that, she's probably one of the most gifted women on the entire WWE roster. She is an amazing athlete. She is an incredible worker. WWE has been building her up for over 2 years. 2 years of being undefeated, holding the NXT Women's Championship for well over 500 days, 519 days if I remember correctly. And when you build up somebody like an Asuka, when you take someone as gifted as she is, and you mold her into the right thing, you have a golden ticket right here, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals. A golden ticket in the form of Asuka. Because Asuka has basically cemented herself right now in the eyes of wrestling fans worldwide. When people tune in to a Monday Night Raw, we all anxiously wait when we can see Asuka. For me, it's for personal reasons, but I'm strictly speaking from a wrestling fan's viewpoint. Because Asuka, when you develop her the way that WWE has been building her, there's a uniqueness about it. There is an air, a mystique of sorts when you look at Asuka. Because she is an amazing athlete. undefeated for 2 years. Undefeated. Let's run down names really quickly of people who've been undefeated in the past for an extended period of time. There was Tatanka from the World Wrestling Federation. I believe Bam Bam Bigelow might have been the first one to beat him. I think. I could be wrong. I don't have access to the internet right now because where I'm filming doesn't have internet. So, but as soon as I get back to my place, I'm going to upload this. There's also Glacier was undefeated in WCW. A more notable name, Bill Goldberg, was undefeated. Now, albeit Bill Goldberg's finally on a different level and he's being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I congratulate him once again on that. But when you have somebody who's undefeated, all wrestling fans' eyes are going to be on this person. Because they're going to see that, hey, this guy is really unique, or this woman is really unique. You know, she's been undefeated for 2 years. And she looks like an unstoppable force. And to a degree, she is. But who's going to be that one person to snap the undefeated streak? Who's going to be the first blemish on Asuka's record? Because you have to have somebody who, in my mind, can carry that throughout her career. It's kind of like being the first person to snap the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, which turned out to be Brock Lesnar. And in the long run, I kind of agree with WWE's decision. Brock Lesnar was indeed the right guy to snap the Undertaker's undefeated streak. But you have to have a woman who, in my mind, is not only physically gifted, a great character, a great worker, but can be known as the person and take that throughout the rest of her career and be that person to say that I'm the one who defeated Asuka. I am the first blemish on Asuka's record. And be that person and use that as part of her gimmick for the rest of her career. Because we know Asuka's just, like, to me, a straight shot into superstardom. Right there. So to me, I believe the right combination, if we're looking towards WrestleMania, the right combination, and it's not normally, I agree with somebody else in the YWC, let alone GD from NY206, and I don't mean that in an offensive way, because we all have our own opinions, we all have our own thoughts, our own ideas about how we want to book WrestleMania, how we look at the wrestling industry, and how we perceive the wrestling industry. Especially in WWE as of late, especially on the main roster. But JD, I have to agree with what he said. To me, the best possible combination for a successful women's championship match would be for Charlotte and Asuka. I've heard rumors, and it makes, and again, if I've been Ronda Rousey fans, it's not meant to be offensive. But this is how I technically perceive Ronda Rousey in WWE. She's just a name. Ronda Rousey is just a name. That's all she is to me, is just a name. Has she paid her dues? No. In WWE, has she paid her dues? Has she gone through training? Has she basically cemented her character in WWE to be the woman to snap Asuka's undefeated streak? The answer is fuck no. Ronda Rousey is not the right person to snap the undefeated streak of Asuka. If WWE goes through with this and has Ronda Rousey be the first person to snap Ronda Rousey's undefeated streak, they are a bunch of fucking morons. Yes, it's not normally that I swear on here, but this is WGS-TV Talks. This is a whole different show than WGS-TV Reviews. This is my personal thoughts, my views, my candid thoughts, and to me, Ronda Rousey pisses me off. If Rhonda Rousey would have paid her dues, if she would have made her way, and she would have climbed the ladder in WWE and cemented her character in WWE, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would not have any issues whatsoever with Rhonda Rousey being the one to snap Asuka's undefeated streak. Now, I know a lot of you Rhonda Rousey fanboys out there who say, "Oh, she made a name. She paid her dues in UFC." UFC and WWE are not the same thing. That's basically saying, you know what? Fuck Shinsuke Nakamura winning the Royal Rumble and earning his championship match at WrestleMania with AJ Styles. Fuck him. Toss him out. Sign Conor McGregor. Give Conor McGregor a WWE championship shot. And you know what? Do the same dumb shit that Vince Russo did in WCW when he put the WCW title on David Arquette. Put the fucking title on Conor McGregor. That's the same situation. That's the scenario I see it as. That's what pisses me off royally. Because you're taking somebody like an Asuka, who has been in the wrestling industry for quite some time, in WWE for the past 2.5 years. And she has earned her spot. She was the right woman to win the Women's Royal Rumble match. And then you're going to have somebody like a Rhonda Rousey, who's got no wrestling experience, doesn't know how to work a match. She's basically a fangirl. Yeah, she's a fighter from UFC. I'll give her that. But you can't take what worked in the UFC and apply it to WWE. You just can't. The mechanics just wouldn't work. Now, like I said at the onset of this video, Rhonda Rousey, she earned her name. She earned it. You know, everybody knows who Ronda Rousey is. She's a draw. I'm not going to deny that. But when you want to look at the long-term run of Asuka, if you have somebody like Rhonda Rousey snap that undefeated streak, Asuka will lose the mystique-ness about her. She would lose the uniqueness about her. She would lose that thing that makes Asuka special. Rhonda Rousey is not the right person. I'm sorry. If this offends the Rhonda Rousey fanboys, but that's what you are. You're just fanboys of Rhonda Rousey. You're not looking at the long-term aspects of what could happen if you take somebody who's earned her spot in WWE. Let me repeat that. Earned her spot in WWE. And you're going to make her give up what she's earned in her undefeated streak to a name from another sport. Why not give the Lombardi Trophy to somebody in baseball? Because that's what you're kind of doing here. That's what you're trying with WWE. I hope doesn't go through. And it just aggravates me the fuck that there are people out there who think that this is a good idea. Who think, yeah, because they love Rhonda Rousey. Now, I've already admitted several times since I've started doing wrestling talk back here on WGS-TV that I love Asuka. Yes, I have the yellow fever. I think Asian women are beautiful. And Asuka is beautiful. She's also deadly. She's also gifted. And to an extent, you could say the same thing about Rhonda Rousey. But has she paid her dues in the wrestling industry? Has she earned her spot? Is she properly trained? The answer right now to both of those questions is no. That's just my take on it. Rhonda Rousey is not the right person to snap Asuka's undefeated streak. I don't know about you guys. Rhonda Rousey, she's a name. She can draw. People know who she is. But there's a big difference between earning your spot in WWE and being a name. Asuka, she's earned her spot. Has Rhonda Rousey? No. All she is a name. That's all she is. Now, if she gets the right training, and if she can build up her character and doesn't do the same stupid shit she did at the Royal Rumble, where she couldn't keep a straight face, she's supposed to be a badass, and just points to the WrestleMania sign like she's fucking done something, then maybe we can talk about that. But until then, Rhonda Rousey, to me, is not the answer to Asuka's undefeated streak. If I were to choose anybody right now in the WWE main roster, or NXT for that matter, it's for me to be the person to snap Asuka's undefeated streak. To me, there are two choices. One would be Charlotte. Because next to Asuka, Charlotte's the most talented woman on the roster. You can say whatever the fuck you want about Charlotte's looks. I don't care. You can say she looks like her brother in drag. I don't fucking care. It does not take away the fact that Charlotte is talented. One bit. The other person, to me, who is just as talented and could be the woman to snap Asuka's undefeated streak, Ember Moon. Look back at the feud they had in NXT, and look back at the matches they've had, and even look back to the Women's Royal Rumble match for that matter, and the pop they got when they had their confrontation. That's the WWE. Listen to that. Listen to the fans for once in your fucking miserable lives. Listen to that crowd reaction that the fans give you. The fans are telling you what they want to see. Now, I understand that being a fan and running a promotion are two different things. Because I've been on both sides of the coin. Because like I said, I've been a commentator for 8 years in the independents here in Louisiana, so I kind of know what goes into booking a promotion and running a show. It's very hard. There are a lot of things that fans out there don't perceive because they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And that's what gets aggravating with some of the fans, because they take the product that they see and they don't understand the long-term aspects of some of the decisions, I put that up in quotation marks, decisions that WWE has been making as of late. Like, why won't WWE take the formula that's making NXT a success, in my mind, and the saving grace of WWE, and apply that to the main roster? I simply believe that Vince McMahon has his head so far up his own ass, he can't see it. He can't see what makes NXT so great. But for now, guys, I'm going to conclude the video and the first episode of WGS-TV Talks with this. If Rhonda Rousey wants to be the woman, if WWE wants to push this agenda, because I think it's an agenda, because they probably spent a lot of money getting Rhonda Rousey, and I gotta admit, again, she's a name. She can draw. People know who Rhonda Rousey is. But has she earned her spot in WWE through training, hard work, and character development? No. Asuka should not have her undefeated streak snapped by somebody like her. To me, it would have to be somebody who's earned her spot. Like a Charlotte. Like an Ember Moon. So, I'm going to leave the video with that. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you believe that Rhonda Rousey should be the one to snap the undefeated streak of Asuka? And why or why not? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, be sure you slam that like button. Like a champ, and if you guys want to hear more of WGS TV talks, you know the two ways you got to do it. You got to leg drop the subscribe button and ring the bell to turn on notifications, so that way you guys will never miss out on another video right here on my channel. So with that being said, I'm your friendly neighborhood Wrestle Gamer, reminding all of you guys out there to stay awesome. Bye guys!